Hey, what up, though? How y'all faring back? It's your man, your friend and family member, Brandon Lee here. Yes, it's time for some intel on Love and Marriage Huntsville. From my point of view, it is 9:01, and yes, I know what you're thinking. Bray, this was last week's episode. Yes, I know that, but in the same token, it was Thanksgiving week, y'all. I need to take off. I think, honestly, as a content creator, you don't want your life to become what you do. You want you don't want your life to become what you do. You want to be able for your life to be what you want it to be, because when your work consumes you and you are not when when your work is handling you and you're not handling your work, that's when it gets tricky. But still, I know that y'all care about my opinion about this show, so let's get into it. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So let's do what we do. So with that being said, Chris Fletcher comes over Martell's house. We're at the Martell scene now. So Chris Fletcher comes over. Martell, for whatever reason, got surgery on his eyes. Okay, he exists. Whoopee. He got surgery. Whoopee. Like, why is he here? No one knows. No one cares. No one wants to have a thought. So anyway, so Chris Fletcher does come over, like I said, 3 times already. And when Chris comes to, when Martell opens up the door, he said, Chris Fletcher says to his confession that his baby mama him in the eye, or Sheree. Now, I think he was talking about coleslaw, not Melody. Although I do remember from the Fletcher's interview with Carlos King that Melody did throw some crystal, and Nell Nell said that that was real crystal that we had to replace. So Melody has force to her, but I don't think ever since they've divorced, I don't think it's been um, Melody to do that. I think he was talking about coleslaw. But anyway, so Chris is excited that Martell has moved out the house because now he is able to list it. And it's good for his company. So yeah, Chris, I still would be been friends with Martell after that. You're disrespecting the fact that I have business to do. No, that ends it for me. That hey, you're a better friend to him than me. But anyway, so the dinner is talked about. The Fletcher family dinner is talked about. And then, Chris says Alexis feel that she was not treated the same, or not treated fair, that she's been mistreated over the material things, and that Lexus did come back and apologize. And some people were saying, like, hey, we need to see that on camera. I'm like, well, maybe we will, maybe we won't. But I think with that situation, as we all saw, it was a very knees weak, arms heavy, like spaghetti conversation. And I think that a lot of times rather, people need their space. So I think that, you know, they probably did have the conversation off camera, maybe, and maybe they taped it for camera. Maybe we'll see that conversation later on down the line. But I feel that for right now, as long as they have worked it out, that's what we should care about. You know what I mean? But I do get it. We get so involved with these shows. It's like, what happened? We need to see it. I'm a part of y'all life too. But like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. It's 60 minutes with commercials, 40 minutes without. So perspective is everything. So then Martell says, when it came to Lexi or Lexus, that you can say what you need to, but say it respectfully. Now, it was interesting that he could say that about a child, but he can't hold himself to the same standard. So, the conversation between Nell and Martell is talked about, and, Chris said that I heard that you talked to my wife. You brought over the bottles of wine, and my wife said that you got a little bit heated, and, Martell said that, Nell's disrespectful at times. And Chris said, truthful or disrespectful? And, he said, it was disrespectful. And Chris then asked, could something be truthful and disrespectful? And, Martell said, yeah, but he's like, now at this point in time, it is disrespectful. And my thing is this. What did Nell say that was disrespectful? Because I think it was you yelling at her on her doorstep, right? So and listen, you want her to hold her friend to account where she doesn't know. You don't know what you don't know. So I did understand that. And you have such a superior complex that if you're with me, you're with me. If you're against me, you're against me. Now, normally that's not a bad complex because that just means, okay, listen, I know who I am. I don't have to prove myself to anybody and just judge me for me. We get that complex, but your complex is you don't want to own up to a mother ucking damn thing that you've done. Dude, you've done a lot of ish. You've done a lot of ish wrong. And it's just, I don't get it. I simply do not get it. So oh, Lord Jesus, just, and not to mention, too, it's just like, what Nell said, truth hurts, but I still love you. And that, she did try to tell you, Martell, that if you were to go down this path, all this was going to happen. So it was your fault that you didn't want to listen. It was your fault for not staying in the house. It's your fault that, guess what? In the words of Chris Fletcher, not only do you not have no woman, she ain't even got your name no more. Just saying. So, I'm just being honest about it. Like, dude, I don't know I don't know what people do with you, man, in real life, because any other dude, like I said, would have been handled by now. I know it's the broken record, but it's just, she didn't say anything disrespectful. And when you said that y'all got to quit coming at men so hard, and Nell said, well, maybe men should uck up all the time. I feel like Nell is that person that right is right and wrong is wrong. If a woman does something wrong, Nell will call it out. If a man does something wrong, she will call it out. Even at Tiffany's baby reveal, she called out Tisha for not inviting them. Like she's a straight shooter. Hashtag pow pow. She gives that energy to everybody. So for you to say that was just a wasted point in the conversation, Martell. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's just move on. So Martell is not for someone being overly disrespectful, and he doesn't care who it is. And my thing is this: like, you said that you were going to get Big Lou to check Tiffany. You don't give a damn about respect unless somebody is respecting you. Everybody needs to respect you, but you can't respect nobody else. Okay. Not to mention, too, like, even though I don't like Marcel, like, dude, you were looking at Tisha's behind. Like, that's another man's wife, dog. Like, just, okay. All right. The forgetful memory, ladies and gentlemen, the forgetful, hashtag selective memory, rather. So, Chris said he was making sure it wasn't bothersome on either side. Dude, screw him. Let him be his own mental hellhole and let Hades deal with him. I'm sorry, Hades is below hell. So hell is on that level, then below hell is Hades. Let him go to Hades' basement, okay? Because truly, that's your wife. Screw Martell. Your wife said that that it made her pissed off. No, you're there fighting for your wife because, dude, you should have said, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras, because I need to say what needs to be said. But also, too, in the interview with, the Fletchers and Carlos King, he said that Nell and Martell have a brother-sister relationship. Dude, that's your wife. Screw that. Hell. Ain't gonna yell at my wife on my doorstep, and that's going to air on national TV. You think you're going to be able to just say that you could just disrespect anybody's woman? Not here, not there, not anywhere. Chris Fletcher, he is. That's the way I would have handled it. But hey, listen. Chris said, you need to talk to me, not my wife. And then Martell keeps saying, Melody, halt. And Chris, talks about the name changing ceremony. And said it was actually really nice. And, the disdain he has for the name change ceremony. Like, dude, guess what? She did that because of you. Do you not realize that? Like, and not to mention, too, the name change ceremony was not about you. here's the thing. The reason why she did the name change ceremony, because it was about mentally moving on. It was more about the mental than the social, okay? So please stop, okay? Like, and then Martell is about this pick a side thing, and says, "I hope Melody is happy with her new name." And Chris said that it's not new. I'm just like, you really are that damn stupid. I know my mom always says don't call people stupid, but some people are just stupid, and Martell is one of them. And it's like, how can she have a new name when that's her birthday? Like, okay. That would be like if I had a wife, got divorced, and she went back to her name. I wouldn't be upset about it. That was the name she had before she met me. Like, and then Martell says, as if that was something great. Uck that. I'm like, as if that was something great. As if you were something great. Uck you. She gave you a shot. The hardest thing in life for a man, besides the societal pressures of what a man should be, and mental health, and not being able to express themselves emotionally, the hardest chance for a man to have with a woman is the first chance to get with that woman. Because after that first chance, it's basically over, unless she really has that forgiving heart. So you screwed that up. You screwed the opportunity to have that woman in your life. That's on you. So the fact that she did a name-changing ceremony, you ought to be lucky she hasn't asked Marcus and other men in her family to do a drive-by, come through on you, okay? Because honestly, you deserve it at this point, bruh. You do. Okay. All right. So that is my take on this part of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys why are you talking so low? Because it's just like, I don't understand this stupidity and why it's on TV, but I guess I do, because it's important to know what not to be, as is important as it is. It's important to know what not to be, just as it is important as knowing what to be for your own life. So I guess that's why he's on there. He is a audio visual lesson demonstration on what to avoid in life. So with that being said, that's my take on this part of the episode. Like, comment, share, subscribe. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, everybody.